Welcome.
Hello, welcome back,
Welcome back to the podcast. So,
Finally, right? Finally, we made it happen.
that's right. Sigurd is in the nature.
Some-
Let's hope he doesn't get eaten by a tiger or something random.
Yeah, but it is actually quite nice weather today. So
Glorious
that's
day.
Nice. That's nice.
Okay,
It's a glorious day.
so first thing, I don't know, Sigurd. I don't think you noticed, man, but my homeboy, I got two new posters right here.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's read out. Okay, wait. Let's just start off the topic on the first one. Yeah. If you want to find, this is Nikola Tesla. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Genius. But Sigurd has no idea what that means.
All right, explain that, Michael. Yeah, explain that.
No, okay. Hold on. No, I think what it means, right, is okay, well, how do I explain it? Because my mind is too smart. I need to make it simple. Okay, so yeah, there you go. You understand? So it's everything is about energy. Let's say seriously. Let's say I get on a call with someone and I'm trying to sell them. It doesn't genuinely. This is actually me being fully serious. It doesn't even matter too much what I say. It's about the energy, the way they perceive me and the energy that goes from your side to my side. Genuinely, even on these podcasts, sometimes we chat absolute crap, and it's not even like a lot of the time. It's obviously 90% of the time it's amazing, the best podcast out there. But 10% of the time we're waffling or making jokes. But it just is good. It's valuable because of the energy. Just because we're hyped. It's something in the air. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I completely understand you. But yeah, I'm hyped today, man. Most days, right? Oh yeah, that's right, Michael. I needed to. Can you recall when I said that I were beginning to take some, pills and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, like an idiot. Yeah.
Nah, not like an idiot. It's ashwagandha. Ashwagandha's not bad for you. I mean, I'm pretty fucking happy right now, but it's not because I feel happy. It's because that I have gotten my, what's it called? There's testosterone. My cortisol levels have gone down, right? So a bunch of anxiety and stress and overthinking has been reduced. So I have been able to do a lot more work, and then I'm just happy. So.
By the way, for all the viewers, I do not condone or support these pills. I think they're stupid. I think it's a waste of money, a waste of human resources, and I despise it. Yep. There you go.
It's a tool to be professional. Let's say that. For right now, I condone it. Maybe in the future, when I try it some more, I will not condone it anymore. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what the future brings.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you do seem happy, but I don't know. Yeah. My opinion on it is, I don't care too much about the pills or the thing in itself, whatever it is. I just care about the fact that I think humans should be able to operate at a high frequency and a high vibration, as it says on the wall, without and a high energy, without any extra supplements, without any coffee, without any of that. That's why I don't even drink too much coffee. I can drink it, it helps a little bit, but you should be able to be at a certain level. As long as you're at a certain level, if you want to take something extra, then that's fine. But I think there should be a minimum. You should at least be there. Sigurd, you're switching your. But yeah, that's what I believe.
I'm sorry. It's just my dog. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're 100% right. But I mean, it's not always the case where you can achieve that, right? So I mean, might as well make it easy for yourself. Why would you make success hard for yourself when you can make it easy? I'm not saying you should snort a line of coke. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying if you can take something that's healthy, it's like supplement, because ashwagandha is a supplement, right? And why not take supplements? Why not make it easier for yourself? So
because if you already operate a certain, let's say Sigurd, if you're like me and you already Batman, you already operate a certain energy, you don't need anything extra to get the work done and to feel great. Like, obviously, no, I'm not saying like 24/7 I feel amazing. Actually, I am kind of saying that, but I'm saying like my lowest is quite high, if that makes sense. My lowest is quite high, like, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, my lowest is probably higher than most people's highs in terms of like energy and how they feel.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. But I mean, then again, Michael, I don't know how this is gonna sound, but you're unique in your own way, right? I mean, a lot of people have a lot of problems, you know, being your energy type, right? Because I think you're extroverted, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, if that's the term you want to use.
Or am I wrong? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but you have a lot of energy, right? I think some people are like born with lower energy levels, or they express themselves in a certain way that, you know, that conveys that they have low energy, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, if you can take something that helps you with it, I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, you don't drink coffee.
Not really. I mean, I do sometimes, but rarely. I don't need it. I have drank it. It was okay, but I haven't drank coffee for like 2 months now. I just didn't feel like it.
That's a superpower. That's a superpower.
But yeah.
You're lucky, Michael. You're lucky.
ADHD. Nah, it's because I got like ADHD. Nah, I'm joking. I don't like to say I do because I think it's like a victim. It's a victim mindset. But technically, I actually do. But it's just a hyper mostly, not too much concentration. Just very hyper, very high energy. But yeah. Anyway, something. Okay, so second thing is about vibration. Apparently, I was just watching. There's a guy called Charlie Barber, and I'm inside his like community. It's his paid community. But it's really, really good. And one of the things I was just watching was a video on like vibrancy and how you need to be in a right, I guess, yeah, that would be called like frequency or right vibration to attract certain things. And it's not like law of attraction bollocks, it's more physics. And apparently Einstein used to speak about it as well. That apparently everyone vibrates at a certain frequency. Like as humans, let's say hypothetically ours was 100. And then a house or a mansion might be 500. So we have to operate at a higher frequency to match it, and that's when you attract it. Does that make any sense, or does that sound like complete bollocks?
It makes sense. It actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, you know, have you ever been, you know, driving in your car, right? Have you ever been driving and you're driving, right? And you see a car in front of you, and it's going very slow, and you want to surpass it, right? Have you ever noticed that when you drive out to the left and try to surpass it, right, it goes a little bit faster. When you're surpassing it, it goes a little bit faster too, and that's because we as humans, right, we match energy levels really easily. So when they're driving, you know, when you're trying to surpass and they're driving too a little bit fast. So yeah, I get you. Plus, you say, or every like sales training that I have had on cold calls, right? It's always to match their energy levels, match their tone, match their vibe, their mood, right? Because and you can do it like 10% more, but always match, because if you're not matching, right, you're just too far away, and then it won't work.
Yeah.
So yeah.
100%.
And that's the thing. That was actually the thing we should talk about too. Cold calling.
Yeah, so I was about to say, I'm on the messages. What did you say? It was something, I remember, it was something I wanted to bring up here. I'm free, cold calling. Give me a second. It's about coaching and taking people who have business experience but are stuck and showing them how they can use their experience and results to land new clients. I found a way. I have right now an average of 50% of discovery calls when I'm cold calling, and then I said how, and you said angle and perspective. I'll spill the secrets on the call. So, Sigurd, for all of our viewers listening, I want you to spill the secrets.
All right. First, I'm going to talk about something that
wait. One thing before you get into it. You gotta remember the quote that I got from Andy Elliott, which is, "What's written will be retained." Write it down, right? Me and Sigurd geniuses. We need to write it down. I'm gonna write it down as well. Okay, let's hear.
All right, yeah. Can I stand up? Yeah,
Yep.
just like that. Perfect, perfect. So, a lot of people, right? Yeah, a lot of people, right? They join courses on how to sell, on how to do a lot of things, right? And 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 the people that do that just fall off sometimes, right? You probably notice this in your coaching too, that you coach a lot of people and then they seem to fall off,
Yeah.
right? That is that yeah, there's a lot of facts that play into that, right? But I think if we, do it the right way and teach people how to like cold call, give them the right like momentum and the right secrets, then we go a lot of faster, right? Because we just talked about this, that you got to match people's like energy levels, right?
Yeah.
And if people get the momentum going, right, it's a lot easier. So there's a lot of people right now that are stuck, right? Because I was there like I think 2 months ago where I was just stuck, right? Didn't know like exactly what to do and stuff like that. And then I found cold calling, right? And then I have just been booking discovery call after discovery call after discovery call, right? And the thing that I did there, just because a lot of people, a lot of those people who have actually joined the course and stuff like that, they have already found some bit like of success that they can use, right? They probably got one, I don't know, marketing funnel that went pretty well and stuff like that, right? So a lot of people don't know how to use their experience to like guide me through and keep that momentum going, right? So that was actually the idea that we find people who have lost the momentum, but who have the skills and the knowledge on how to make things good, right? And we just with each individual that we just take their experiences and we guide them towards something they can boost with momentum, right? Does that make sense?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and once we have, because once if you have experience and if you've done like things that have achieved results, right, it's pretty easy to get like discovery calls, and and once we just take those people and just use their experience, it's going to be a lot easier because people, because they all have already achieved results, right? So the thing is, I found or something. I found the cold calling. Damn, I'm back.
Yeah, you're fine,
Yeah,
yeah.
perfect. Yeah, I found cold calling to be the best like alternative, right? Because it's easy. Cold calling. Once you have learned it right, it's pretty easy just to get your experience there. And the secret is just actually what I just mentioned. Just to take your past experiences, build some, and just say what you have done to people, and just because I had my own I had my own water pressure company, right? And we made a bunch of progress with that water pressure company, water flow it was called, right? And we made, I think the best result that I've gotten was a marketing campaign that got 5x the amount of money we put into the ads, right? Like 5x ROI, right? And that was pretty good. And the thing I just did, I just called people up and said, you know what? I have had my own water pressure company, and I did this. Do you want to speak some further of how you can do the same, right? And people were always like, yeah, we can always like speak, and I always match their like energy levels, right? So once I just told them about my experience, right, I got a bunch of discovery calls through. So, Michael, what your thoughts about that?
Interesting. Very, very interesting, yeah. That's good. Yeah, use the past experiences to your favor. That's smart. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, okay, so we got some source about energy frequency of it. We're finding out the secrets of the universe from my homeboy Nikola Tesla. We found out the cold calling secrets.
Yeah.
Any topics you want to touch on? I've got some in my mind, but I don't not think specific right now. Okay, guys, we don't condone smoking either, but Karen.
Any topics, any topics. I actually got a topic. You know, it's about keeping secrets because, you know, a lot of the things that I do, right, I don't say to people because I'm a guy who likes to just show people what I have done, right, instead of just saying that I want to do a lot of things. So a lot of time I just don't tell anyone about anything other than the relevant people, right? And I have actually found that to be not always to be the best move on the chessboard, right? Because if you always keep your secrets, and always keep that part of you like locked away, right? It just it takes on you. It's a bit frustrating because it's not because that I have used a lot of energy keeping those secrets and not telling that to people, right? Because I don't really care if people know. But it's just before or some time ago, I would use energy to keep those things a secret because I didn't see any reason why people should like know about it. So I just kept that a secret and then used a lot of energy, right? And when I have switched my approach right now and just told people a lot of things, both personal, but also, you know, with business related sort of topics, I have just seen an unimaginable increase in my productivity, right? Because I don't have to hide anything anymore. So when you're not hiding anything, it just builds momentum because you don't have to go back on your own word, back on yourself, and keep something hidden, right? So keeping secrets, right? Don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't think so?
No point in it.
I think it depends, to be honest, because I have mixed views. I kind of agree with you on some parts, but in my opinion, when it comes to business, I don't. So like my thing is, I don't keep secret word for word, but I won't tell anyone unless they ask. That's kind of my rule. Like for example, with business, I have a lot of college friends. Obviously, I go to college. I have a lot of college friends, Mr. Popular, right? But like, I don't. Not all of them know about my business. In fact, barely any of them do. Like 2 or 3 of them know that even I even run a business. Like only 2 or 3 of them. The rest of them, I just don't care. If they say, "Oh, Michael, do you run a business?" I'm not gonna hide it. I'll say, "Yeah, sure, I run a business." But even then, I'm not gonna tell them everything because there's been a study that Andrew Huberman talked about, which is that when you talk about your goals and you say it out loud, it releases dopamine, and your brain sometimes gets that tricked between you actually achieving that task. Right, and it's really smart. Basically, if you talk about your dream life and you tell people, "Oh, this is my dream life, this is my goals, I want to retire my parents," your brain almost tricks you into thinking, "Oh, I've already achieved that," because it gives you some quick dopamine just by thinking about it. Whereas if you keep it up here and you work your ass off until you accomplish a goal and accomplish a milestone, the dopamine after that is huge, and that's going to be a momentum that's going to get you to the next milestone. But also, I believe that's one thing we could talk about, but I also believe in vision. And I believe you should, what's called like a law of manifestation, but I just believe it in a different way. I think you should say your goals out loud to yourself because it keeps you motivated. I do it every single morning. I have 12 things inside this notebook. I'm not going to, by purpose, not going to show you what they are. But I wrote them every single day for the last, I think, 1.5 years now. Every single day. So like for more than 500 days now in a row, every single day. And I read them out loud. And I think you start to, like I said, with vibrancy, you start to attract that thing if you speak it enough and you connect to that energy and that frequency.
But don't you think if you tell people those dreams of yours, right? That, I mean, at least my friends, every time I tell them a goal that I have, right, they always 1 week after or some days after, they always ask me, "How's your progress towards that?
Yeah.
How's it coming into fruition?" Right? Yeah, don't you think that's a pretty good thing to have to know that no matter what, you're going to be held accountable for that in some sort of way?
100%. Yeah, so I agree with that. One of my friends who like knows about me running a business. So there's 3 guys that kind of know about me running a business in college. One of them was talking about it. He was saying like, "Oh, how's your progress and stuff?" That kept me accountable. My opinion on it is, don't hold secrets, but you don't have to tell the whole world. Like I have 3 people in college who know. I have one teacher who asked about it. He knows as well. That's it. So there's 4 people in my whole college with over 2,000 people, and I probably speak to like over 100 of them on a weekly or monthly basis, right? That I kind of speak to like rarely, right? And out of those, only 4 of them know. So like, I'm not saying don't keep yourself accountable. The issue is it depends as well. because this is why I'm in a lot of communities and stuff. I'm trying to connect with more people like business. And if I met them in real life, I think that would be amazing to speak to them about these sort of things. Like if I met you and we were together and stuff, I think our progress would 10x, like speed up. However, a lot of those friends aren't like that. You're not going to find them just randomly in college. So that's another thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I actually got a topic too. That's a nice ending you got there. I got another thing too, right? Because recently I have like reconnected with a lot of old friends, right? Because in the past, right, I kind of like if people are not on my level and towards my future, my goal, right, I like wouldn't want them in my life because I didn't see the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, those were like childhood friends, right? And I kind of cut them off, right? Cut ties with them like a little bit because I didn't want to go down the road they were going down, right? But I realized something. Like I had an epiphany that those people, those childhood friends, right? They know you on a like deeper level that no one else like really can do unless they know you for like years, right? So if you just cut off your childhood friends or if you don't talk to them anymore, there are going to be some parts of you that are missing, right? Because one guy's name is Martin, right? He's like the kind of very direct type, right? And when I look back, like in hindsight, I probably needed that, like that directness, that toughness, that did that get done or didn't it, right? Just like completely tied to reality, right? Down on the ground, tied to reality. But I cut him off because he was going down I wouldn't say like bad path, but you know what I'm talking about, right? So it's once I reconnected with him, right? I just kind of got that like vibe back, that kind of directness back, right? And that helped me a lot because that was something I needed. That was a part of me in him that I needed, right? That directness. Yeah. So childhood friends.
Very interesting.
If you can keep them, because as long as you're progressing towards something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely agree. I want to touch on that. Wait, I'll write down one thing as well. But this is something that I always think about, and it's a question I always have it in the back of my mind. Anytime I'm working or doing something which is painful or hard, I always have it in the back of my mind, and it's a question of like, should you just enjoy life or not? And before I get into that, I don't want to go that into too much. Right before that, I want to touch on what you were talking about. That is so true. You're not complete and you don't feel... It's not even about like what people perceive you as, because they can't tell the difference if you have strong connections with childhood friends or not. But it's inside. You don't feel complete if you don't have deep relationships with people. Like I know that for a fact. I have 3 or 4 people... Or no, not 3. Like, not 4. 3 people that come to mind straight away who have been childhood friends, who are like connected on a different level. And even when you were talking about it, I even had a smile on my face. I was just thinking about them. It just brings a smile. It just feels amazing. Like the connections, the laughs, the fun, that sort of thing. It's just amazing. Like the memories, everything together. So I think that's really important. The place or the state where I think it becomes bad or too much is when you're wasting like 4 or 5 hours a day with them every single day. Or even like I meet up with my friends like 2 or 3 times a week. With like those childhood friends who don't talk about business, who's just for fun. If even that, sometimes just twice, sometimes even just once a week, kind of just for like a couple hours. We might watch a movie, we might have fun or something like that. So yeah, I definitely think you need to have that at the same time as like business and stuff. And plus, it's very refreshing because let's say I work on my business for like 8 hours and I book a call and I get some sales, and then I can hang out with a friend and I don't have to worry about money, unlike him. Right, I don't have to worry about money. I can pay for his ticket or whatever if we're going to music, and we just have fun. So I think you need a balance, sort of. It's called work-life balance, but I don't believe in it. I believe in work-life integration, which means like how you do everything is how you do... how you do one thing is how you do everything. Like anything in life, it has to be similar. So when I'm with my friends, I'm fully with my friends. Andy Elliott, one last thing before I stop waffling. Andy Elliott says that where your feet are... No, I think it's... Yeah, where your feet are, that's where you should be. Or something like that. Which means wherever you are, you should be fully focused. Like when I'm with my friends, I'm not thinking about business. Or like with those childhood friends, right? I'm not thinking about business. I'm just enjoying myself, creating memories. When I'm with my family, I'm just with my family. I try and keep my headspace there. When I'm on business, I'm just on my business. I don't want to be thinking about girls or friends or anything like that. So I think you need to be where your feet are.
Yeah, exactly. I can. Yeah, because if you switch attention all the time, yeah. I got a point on this. If you always, you know, the human mind, right? It can really only focus on one thing at a time, right? And if you're always switching directions, it's hard, right? So just one thing at a time, right? And you will get a lot of peace, right? By just focusing on one thing at a time. Also, there are those red pill guys or the hustling like community, right? And I see on the internet and stuff like that that says you always need to work, right?
I
Even if
disagree.
you're in your car, you're listening to
Yeah,
podcasts, or you need to listen to podcasts when you're driving or something like that, right? Always just like working and working and working, right? I don't think that's
yeah,
true,
no,
or that's something that's always the right thing to do, right? Because sometimes you just gotta, relax, right? Because you gotta evaluate and also just evaluate your strategies and stuff like that. And
100%.
if you're always consuming new information,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. If you're always consuming new information, you can't like evaluate your choices. So
Yeah, that's something I always think about. Is like,
yeah,
is that's what I was kind of leading on to. So now you've done the leading. You've worked out perfectly for next thing as well. But yeah, no, I totally agree. You can't. My rule isn't that. My rule isn't you have to always be working. My rule that I've always thought of is just wherever your feet are, that's where you are. So if you're driving with your girl or you're driving with your friend or whatever, just have like enjoy it. Like I know a lot of people will completely disagree and they'll say, "Oh, hustle, 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 mindset, work 18 hours a day." What's the point in working if you're not going to enjoy yourself? Like, I genuinely don't see the point. If you're not going to enjoy the money and stuff, what's the point? Like, just to have a number in your bank? Like, I know that's cliche and people say that a lot. And like, oh, would you rather be homeless and broke but enjoy your life than someone rich? I think you need to find a middle ground, right? Somewhere in the middle. But I definitely don't believe with either one. The one where they say, oh, just have money, I'd rather have, even like let's say $3,000 or $5,000. Let's just take 3,000, just $3,000 a month. Let's say I was making per month, but I had freedom. I enjoyed my life. I loved my life. Every single day I woke up, I was excited. I had some free time to spend with a girl that I had a deep relationship with. I had some time to spend with some childhood friends. I went to a lake. I went swimming. I played maybe I even played some games or something, right? And you had a very like kind of balanced life, or like you had a lot of different parts, rather than 18 hours a day, but you're making $1 million a month. Because I just don't see the point. That's why I think Alex Hormozy, his stuff's amazing, his content's amazing. But when he says he works like 20-hour days or 18-hour days, I believe him. But I think everyone's different. I wouldn't want that. Like I just don't see the point.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, again here with we gotta match the energy, right? The thing that he does, right? He like conquers everything in the world and stuff like that. But he also have like the thing Alex Hormozy has. He has his girlfriend, right? And he has like a couple of guys that really know him, right, on a deep level, with him at the top, right? So every time he clocks into work, it's with those people, right? So and those people are doing the exact same thing as him, and they're working together, right, with the progress. Now, a good idea if for example we do that, or if I do that, because I don't have the girlfriend who conquers the world with me, and I don't have those guys that I can like totally rely on to do that business with, right? So it's kind of like if I were to match Alex Hormozy's work day and work level, I wouldn't be able to, not even physically, because when he works with people and are forming a relationship while he works, right? And I don't do that because I don't have the same people that he does in his life, right? So that's just kind of you gotta play your cards to your situation, right? To your circumstance, because Alex Hormozy and me, of course, are in different circumstances, right? So yeah.
100%. Yeah, that's true as well. I think environment, that's the big one as well. If I was around you and like let's say 3 other killers and we were in a lake house or we were in a nice house, like it would be amazing. Like working 10 hours a day would actually be fun. Like maybe you have some music, you have little relaxing periods. That would be amazing. But what I mean is like on your own, just grinding in your bedroom, just working hard, boom, work, like 18-hour days. It's just not. I don't see the. It's different. It's very very different. Yeah, it's about environment as well because you can enjoy it when you're with your boys, even if you're working hard and you're doing something which would so-called be like boring or annoying or hard. It actually becomes enjoyable because it almost becomes like a competition. You're with your boys, they're working as well. It's fun, right? So I think it's about the environment as well.
Yeah. Yeah, 100% right. And that's true because when you're going to college or when I'm in school, right, it's fun. It's not really. Yeah, I mean, we got some schoolwork and stuff like that, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we most of the time we're just talking, so it's kind of like it is the environment and it is the people you're with. Something that came to mind, right? I watched a documentary on African tribes, and and the interview were talking with a African man, right? And the interviewer asked the African man if he ever wanted to go to the USA, right? United States of America, and to which the African man just looked at the interview in like disbelief, right? And he told him like USA, the place where people jump off roofs, just like totally confused, right? And the interviewer were like, I mean, yeah. And then the African man were like, no, I got my whole family, I got everything under control, right? Because I think people like to, I know that's a third world country, right? But I think some people in third world countries have it better than people in first world countries
100%.
because they are with their boys or with the family and they have like relationships and stuff like that, right? Because that's just if you can't do anything alone, and if you try to do things alone and don't form those relationships, right?
You're empty. You're missing. Yeah.
You're going to lose. You're going to. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, exactly.
100%. Yeah, that's leading on to.
But that was kind of funny, I thought.
Yeah, that's leading on to. Hold on, let me get this. That's literally leading on to what I was saying. Is like over here, right? This is called my life in weeks. So I haven't filled in all those boxes, but that's where I am. Like in terms of weeks, it looks a lot more than it is because from far away it is. But it's not that much. Like by the time I'm here, I don't know if you can see that, I'm 20 years old. Here, 25 years old, 30 years old, and that's just that. Like from me being 17 right now to 30 years old is just those lines there. That's it, and that's in weeks. It's just those boxes, and then it's done. I don't know. You can barely. No, you can't really see that. But no. But it's like it's life is just so short. Like in terms of that, like I think definitely. If there's some guys, some Indian or Bangladeshi or Pakistani or any of those sort of guys or African guys that are like with their boys, like 4 or 5 of them, they're just having fun and stuff. They live a better life than these people in the UK or USA or like even some parts of Europe where they're just on their own. That's the thing. It's about environment. They're just on their own. They have no like proper deep relationships, and they're just on their phone. They come back from school. They go on TikTok. Like that's such a depressing lifestyle. They go on TikTok for 3 hours. They go to bed at like 2 a.m. Then they wake up tired. That is just worse. It just feels so. What's the word for it? So bitter in the air. It's just horrible. It's like like you just go to bed. Oh, let me go. Oh, now I'm gonna watch porn. Oh, like it's just a bad lifestyle. That's worse than being broke and. Having a little bit of food just with your boys, just laughing about stuff in like India or something.
Yeah, exactly. You completely nailed it. So, yeah, but you said earlier in this podcast, right, that you had something prepared before we like got on this like 30-minute ramble. So, what did you have prepared?
Okay, so I don't like to lie. I didn't have a whole lot of things prepared, to be honest. So I was just saying that because it put the pressure off in case you didn't have anything prepared. But to be honest, I didn't have a whole lot of. I mean, you texted me, but guys, anyone watching, let me explain how this happened. Okay, I was right. I was literally having food. Boom! I get a text from Sigurd. Oh no, let's block out his number, Fisher. Maybe the girls want it, but there you go. Are you ready? Sends a Batman logo, and I say, "Blood, give me 5 minutes," and then I'm on a call. And now we literally started at 5 minutes. So within 10 minutes of me eating, having no idea about any podcast, we're on this podcast. So no, don't have a whole lot of things prepared, but there's so many topics in life. One thing I did want to kind of talk about, I don't actually know if I do a lot of calls. Today I've had like 11 already. But something I kind of want to spoke about, I can't remember if I spoke about this on this podcast or not, but it's something I speak about a lot, is change and don't change back. Have I spoken about that on this podcast? Or do you not remember?
I think I think we had some sort of deviation on towards that topic, but I don't think we've covered it like fully. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so it's about like, because it's about just changing every single day and getting better. And it's like Kaizen, kind of like 1% better. You get better every single day and you never change back. There's one, because there's two things. Are you right there? You look like you're choking. You alive?
Yeah, fine. You know, it's just this thing. It got a lot of bubbles in it. So
I thought you were joking. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, so yeah, in regards to that, there's two rules that Andy Elliott always, and Andy Elliott's one of my favorite guys to listen to, but there's two things he always speaks about: change and don't change back, which is like every single day you make a conscious decision to get better, to self-develop, to gain more knowledge, to complete more actions, to get closer to your goals, and never ever ever change backs. Like one of the worst feelings that I've ever had, and the worst feeling I think as a man, is when you feel like you're dropping off. Like, you know that feeling when you think like, oh, 3 months ago, 1 month ago, or 1 week ago, I was doing so well, and now I just feel like I'm slowing down or I'm getting worse. That is the worst feeling. That's why like progressing every single day is so good. And you're always like, there's obviously going to be ups and downs, but try and have as little downs as possible and just try and focus on just becoming a little bit better every single day rather than trying to 360 your life in one day. So like something I try and do is just read some books, you know, do the daily actions, hop on some calls, try and make a little bit more money, increase my MRR, right? Increase my monthly revenue, change some lives, and just change, get better, get stronger, get richer, improve my relationships every single day, and try never to go back. That's the thing that a lot of people forget. Never, ever go back. Because the thing is, as soon as you're trying to hit a goal, and this is Charlie Morgan, it says, you don't hit a goal, you become a character. You don't hit a goal, you become a character. Let's say you want to hit 10k per month. You don't just randomly hit 10k per month. You become the person that can make 10k a month. Which means you have to kill your old version of yourself. Right? Which means every part of it, the bad habits, the times that it wastes, the procrastination, the TikTok, the video games, the porn, everything. You have to kill that. You have to just crush it. You have to take down all those bad habits and develop into a new person. And this is something Zayn Mia talked about, who's an amazing YouTuber, Zayn Mia. He talked about this. People will always look at caterpillar and think that's disgusting. Right? They'll be like, oh, it's a caterpillar, disgusting. You might kill it, you might flick it away. But people make gardens to have butterflies in it. Right? People literally have gardens to bring butterflies and to attract butterflies. That caterpillar becomes a butterfly. You have to become the butterfly. 99% of people never become the butterfly, genuinely. And it's like, it's such a, I know it sounds generic and cliche and a bit cringy or whatever you want to call it. Cringy is actually my least favorite word in a dictionary. But like, it's so true. It's you become a butterfly, but 97% of people never do. You could become so much better, right? Right now you're just, this is gonna sound rude, but you're a disgusting piece of shit. Like you're just nothing compared to what you could be. Like you could be so much greater. You could be a beautiful thing that inspires like millions of people, makes thousands a month, tens of thousands a month, changes parents' lives. Or it, right? But changes his parents' lives. You know, transforms everyone around it. That's another thing. One thing that keeps me motivated isn't even my feelings or myself. It's the people around me. I know if I change my life, everyone else's lives change. Like you, Sigurd. You think you're cool with your sword. You, if you like hit 10k a month or 20k a month or 30k a month, or you change your life somehow, right? Everyone around you's life is going to change. Your friends, your family, your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister. If you have any friends, everyone's life is going to change.
that's true. That's true. And that's the thing too, because we can tie it back into relationships, right? If you don't have those relationships, right, hitting 10K means
Yeah.
a lot less
Yes.
if you have those relationships, right? Because those relationships give you motivation, right? So it's kind of like, if you don't have those relationships, why are you doing the things you're doing, right? So yeah, it ties perfectly together. It ties perfectly together.
360.
That's right. Yeah, but and I think I'm going to touch on there, right? Is you only need to work. I mean, this is going to sound like probably a bit lazy, right? But it's the truth. You only need to give 60% effort every single day. Only 60%. You don't need to give anything else, right? Because let's say you give 100% effort. You're giving it everything you got one day a month, right? Versus you giving it just 60% of what you got every single day. Who do you think in the long run is going to win, right?
100%.
We can take this with the gym example, right? If a person who only works out one day a month but really does maximum intensity versus a man who does 60% intensity but works out every single day, who do you think is going to look better?
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to be
100%.
stronger, right? Of course, it's the guy that only gives 60%,
every single
right?
day.
But that's the thing. A lot of people don't know how much they can handle, right? So they just go out and give it 100% every day, and that's just failing.
Yeah.
Because if you can keep that up, and if you can do it every single day, it just scrumbles and falls
100%.
apart.
If
Right?
there's
So
if there's one way,
60% every single day.
yeah, if there's one way not to fail, and if it's one piece of advice you get out of any of my content ever, the number one way you'll never fail in anything, don't give up. Just do it every single day. Be consistent. Turn up every single day. That's it. Even if you do shit some days, even if you send 1,000 DMs in a day and you get 0 responses for 5 months, who cares? Just keep it pushing. You're not going to fail if you carry on turning up. It's impossible. Just be consistent. And this is something I literally just typed in. And this is, people might have heard it before, so they might not really, they might not get a reality check. They might think, oh, that's interesting, and then move on with their life. But if you genuinely deep this thing, which I'm about to show you, it will change your life. If you become 1% better every single day for 1 year, you become 37 times better by the end of the year. Right? 37 times better by the end. Just 1% better every single day. Just 1% better. Like literally, like you were saying, 60%. Just give 60%. By giving 60%, you'll automatically become 1%. Forget about 61%, 62%. Automatically, you become 1% just over time, right? Time compounds. If you do something every single day, you'll become 1% better. Just automatically. It's just how the physics works, right? So just become 1% better, and by the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better than you were at the start of the year. Which you're a different person. You're a different human. You're the butterfly now.
Exactly. That's true. Yeah, let's end it there. That was topic covered. That was good. Nice ramble. You did that very, very well. But another thing that's actually pretty good, right? Something that I have realized is, Michael, I know you don't do this, right? I know you don't do this because I can see you right now. But style, right? You know, the clothes you wear, how you groom, the hair set, right?
Okay.
If you do that, right? If you have a bit of style, your confidence, your ability to speak, everything will just go up because you will have more confidence. You know? Have you ever tried that? You know, just
Yeah, so guys, just to tell you, it's about what you got inside and in your head, right? Let's say hypothetically, you're an idiot and you thought you were cool and you were carrying a sword with a size extra small t-shirt that looks big on you to try and look cool, right? And you look like an absolute buffoon. You look like an idiot. You're stupid, right? And you're gay and you smoke cigarettes. But you think you have style? That's not as good as just being a genius. Being Batman, but wearing a hoodie. Who cares? Do you know what I'm saying? I can afford to get away with it. Whereas if Sigurd was wearing this hoodie, I'll tell you right now, you guys would have clicked off this podcast already. Nah, I'm joking. We love Sigurd. But no, I mean, I don't really care too much about it. Huh?
Yeah, I know, I know, but then again, if you don't care about it, it's probably not going to affect you like that much, right? But
But yeah, that's true.
I'm
That's
just
true.
aiming
Go
from
out,
it,
go out
you
to
know?
nice places, have nice clothes. You got to feel good about yourself. That's the thing. It's about each individual. If you feel good about yourself, if you feel confident, then that's it, right? Like that's the thing. But most people can't whip it off like I can. Most people can't wear a hoodie and spit game for like an hour like I do. Most people would have to wear, like really nice clothes or something to feel good about themselves. So like just be confident. Whoever you are, just be confident in yourself. And just yeah, if style helps, style helps. Like one of the best feelings is when you're in like a coffee shop and you get on a Zoom meeting and everyone thinks you're cool in a Zoom meeting. That's really fun. I actually enjoy that. Like getting on a Zoom meeting with a boys or not with boys, sorry, with like a prospect or something, and you're in a coffee shop. It makes you feel good. And you're wearing amazing style like me, and you're just in the coffee shop. So that's definitely fun. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
That's the advice.
Yeah, and enjoy yourself. I guess that's good too. That's good too. Do you have any, Michael? Do you have any weapons?
Um, no, I don't know. I don't. Do I have any weapons? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Who knows? Maybe I don't want to say it on this podcast. Now I don't really like carry it or like wear it on the. Maybe it would be a good idea, like carrying something. But all I'm saying is you don't want to mess with me. It's done for if you mess with me. Don't want to get on my wrong side. Nah, but yeah. Anyway,
yeah, you're from England too, right?
yeah. So a lot of stabbings. Yeah. It would be horrible if it would
Yeah,
be horrible if
damn,
someone came
damn.
over and got stabbed in England for some reason. If maybe they messed with the wrong person, wouldn't it? That'd be horrible.
Yeah, women.
Joking, I'm joking.
uh,
But no,
nah, but Michael, a lot of things you do, right? For example, me like a text today, right? I didn't know what it meant. The English, slang, right? I don't know. I actually have it here. Can you see it? Blood.
oh
Blood.
blood, you didn't.
Blood. I don't know. So that was just some of the slangs, and I have no clue what that means.
Yeah.
No clue. It's kind of funny, but you know, I mean, I increased my I can't talk right now, but
Vocabulary,
I increased
yes.
my vocabulary. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, vocabulary. God damn, man. God damn. But yeah. So that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. Do you wanna see something cool? Let me show you my card.
So, Michael,
Yeah. Go ahead.
you said you wanted to show me something. Wait, what's that? What's that?
Some cards. Yeah. We got some cards, guys.
Some card.
Shall I try and show a magic trick? We'll see if it fails. Alright. Sigurd, watch very closely, alright? This might fail epic. I don't really do much magic, but okay. We're mixing the cards. We're mixing the cards, okay? Sigurd, if you think there's a certain card I'm not mixing, just tell me. Hold on, let me make it as obvious. I'm looking away, whatever. Doesn't really matter, right? Okay? Are you happy they're mixed? Tell me when to stop.
Yeah. Stop.
Okay. I've stopped, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have that, right? This one doesn't matter, by the way. That's just the bottom of the back. But look, I got that there, right? I'm going to go up. Hold on, let me see if I can, like, spread the angle. Hold on, this is a really weird angle. Right, we're going to go to top card, okay? And now what I want you to do... Okay, we've got the top card. Now I want you to take a look at the top card, okay? Can you see it?
A little bit close to the camera. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, right, so that's the top card. Now, I'm going to take that card, okay? And I'm going to put it somewhere in the pack. You tell me when to stop, and I'll put it wherever you want.
Stop.
Okay, I've stopped. It's in the pack, right? Your card is in a pack, right? In the middle of a pack.
It is in the middle of the pack.
Okay, what if I now do a magic trick? What if I get a magic wand? Okay, and I tap 3 times. Yeah? And now I'm going to bring the card up to the top of the deck.
All right.
What can I say? But anyway,
yeah, all right.
I'll watch back the
there
recording.
We have it, guys and girls. That was pretty good. But there we have it, guys and girls. Michael, so performer of miracles, right?
Yeah.
You know, he solves, he gives away miracles, but only by appointment, right? So if you want a miracle, something to happen in your business, do it. Get an appointment, right? Sometimes there may be 2 months in advance, so you need to wait. But you know, he performs miracles on an appointment.
There you go. I perform miracles. I change people. You know what I say? Dreams to reality.
Dreams to reality. Yeah.
That's what I do. Anyway, okay. So what should we? Okay, should we finish? Wait, should we? What's the time? 4:15. Is there any last topic you kind of want to touch on? I can't. My mind isn't thinking as clearly as usual. So, is there any last topic you want to finish on?
Is there the property or something? Oh yeah. What should we? Yeah, but then I'm just thinking, is there anything that I have a problem with right now that we can talk about?
Yeah, so you're trying to extract value. I see how it is.
What?
Now, don't worry. I was saying you're trying to extract value for yourself. Any problems that Michael can find a solution for?
Yeah, exactly. You just performed the miracle, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, it's your fault.
What can I say? No, I actually need to watch back the recording. I'll see how smooth it looks. Oh, wait. 2 things. Okay, guys, I'm gonna... Right, so we've just been waffling for a little bit, for the last, 5-10 minutes. But let me give you guys some game. You want to become infinitely rich, and you want to make infinite money. And, by the way, I have the ability to make infinite money. I don't have it right now, but in due time. But, so, do you want to have the ability to make infinite money? 2 things you need to master. Number 1... Which one's first? Number 1, leadership. And number 2, sales. If you master leadership and sales, you're rich. I promise you right now. It's something that Andy Elliott and loads of other people always speak about. If you're a leader, if you know how to lead people, you have a follower, right? And you have followers, which means people voluntarily choose to listen to you and want to be like you. And then you know how to sell well, you're going to be rich. That's how everyone became rich. Like Andrew Tate, how did he become rich? Right, well, I don't even know if we'll get banned for saying the name, but it's stupid. But like Andrew Tate, how did he become rich? Oh, he was a leader. He was someone people look up to. People wanted to be like him, and he's really good at sales. He became rich. Same with Iman Gadzhi. Same with Luke Belmar. Same with Andy Elliott. Same with almost any billionaire you think of. Not billion, but like multi-millionaire, right? Especially the new rich. I know that there was obviously like people like Bill Gates, geeks who created like Windows and stuff. And but Bill Gates wasn't like, yeah, but I wouldn't want to be like Bill Gates. He's fat. Whatever. So, like, yeah, like, the new rich, they all became rich by being leaders and mastering sales. 2 skills that you need to master.
I miss the old Andrew Tate. Old Andrew Tate.
Same.
You know, don't you recall when Andrew Tate said that he would never, ever launch any, like, sort of coin?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
I know. I do. No, same. I mean, it's still good, but it's not as good. I think it was a lot better when it was uncensored. And yeah, this crypto stuff, I'm just ignoring all of it. I just think it's annoying, but yeah, we move.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? I mean, when people gain that sort of power that Andrew Tate has, right? They become polluted. They're not themselves anymore, right? And also, I think Andrew Tate does like a big sort of hoax, Then suddenly, because he have done a lot of the degenerate shit, right? He needed something to. He needed a cover, right? So he did continue to be degenerate, right? And then all of a sudden, like he's a Muslim.
Yeah.
It's just it's
No,
it's weird.
The thing
Like,
is,
just a cover.
yeah, I don't want to avoid it. Like, we can definitely talk about it, but I don't know. I personally disagree with it. I think it's silly. Like, I'm not scared or anything. We can
Yeah.
definitely talk about it. But in terms of that, like, I like to talk about like giving value and stuff rather than gossiping. It's for girls. I leave the gossiping to the girls. But yeah, I agree definitely. Like, I don't know.
All right.
I think it's strange that he switched. It is definitely strange, and I personally don't believe it's fully genuine. But only God can obviously decide and see how that is. But I don't see how one day you can just switch and become Muslim after doing all that. Like, I think obviously he's changed. He's helped millions of lives, millions of young men's lives. However, he was doing a lot of degenerate stuff, and he's even admitted it. Tristan's admitted it. I don't see how you can just straight away switch. But it's between him and God, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this like sort of topic, right? I get what you mean, that you don't want to just like sit here and gossip, right? But if we take, for example, Andrew Tate, right? He's a man with a lot of power, right? And we can always just extract the message from that power that he has, right? And also why he does the sort of things that he do, right? Because it is kind of funny, like how everything he has done wrong, he can just either blame it on the Matrix, right? Or he's a Muslim right now, right? Yeah, he's a Muslim, right? So it's just kind of weird, but it's a nice scapegoat, right? It's a nice puppet. So yeah, I don't know. Do you want to talk about it, or should we leave that for another?
I don't mind. We could talk about it. I don't want to dive too deep because I do believe that we can leave the gossiping to the girls. And if we want to talk about that sort of stuff, obviously we can talk to it like one to one. I think because my opinion on this, we can definitely talk about it. It'll be great, but like as in for the viewers, are we actually providing value? If we extrapolate a point from it, then yeah, sure. So I'll give you one point that he taught me, which is speed. His number one lesson inside Hustlers University is speed. Do everything as quickly as possible. Boom. Start timer. 10 minutes, get things done. But no, in regards to that, yeah, he's used a lot of scapegoats. Obviously, he's done a bunch of messed up stuff. Definitely got some skeletons in his closet. And yeah, I'd say what he says and stuff, take it with a pinch of salt. Apply it, but apply it depending on what it is. And see how your life changes. I always think, whatever he says good, I'll see if I apply it and it'll change my life and it'll improve my life. If he says something which I try and apply and it doesn't improve my life, then I'm just going to not do it. Like, just whatever he says, but I disagree with, I might still test it out just for jokes, and if it improves my life, then I'll continue doing it. Well, obviously it depends how, right? Like, obviously not hedonism and degeneracy. But I always say, take out the good, leave out the bad. If that's with anyone, everyone has skeletons in their closet. I know he has more than most people, obviously, but everyone has things that they've done wrong. Just take out their good, extract it, steal it, and leave the bad. That's what I always try and do.
Take the good and leave the bad. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But yeah, I see. I think we have that much time left. Is there anything you want to end it on?
Good question. Let's see. Okay. I don't think so. Hold up. You only live once, guys. That's something I wanted to mention.
Memento mori. Memento mori.
Yeah. You only got one shot. Make the most of it. Don't waste time. Don't gossip. No, I'm joking. Don't don't waste time. Don't be gay. I guess that's my advice. Work hard.
Don't be gay.
Yeah, don't be gay. That's the key point you gotta take from it. Don't be gay. Yeah, but actually, don't be gay. It's wrong. And yeah, enjoy your life, but also work hard. Remember, as a man, you'll be happy when you're progressing. Why? Because that makes you proud. Okay, and pride is one of the most important things as a man. You need to feel proud of yourself. What's the point in waking up every single day if you don't feel proud and you don't feel happy for yourself and you don't feel excited for the future? Look to the future, set out a plan, and do anything to achieve it. 2 pieces of advice that I'll leave with is work out exactly what you want and do whatever it takes to get it.
Yeah, that summed it up pretty quickly. That's good. Spend some money. Just spend some money.
Yeah.
There's no point in no point in having it in the bank, right? Spend some money. Just spend it. Spend it. So that's fun too. Spend some money.
100%, yeah. Spend
So-
50% of your money as if you're gonna live for the next 50 years, and 50% of your money as if you're gonna live for the next 5 days. So that's how I like to do it.
Then let's go. That's a wrap.
Okay,
That's
so
nice, Michael. That's
it's
nice.
been a pleasure. Batman out. Go on, you need to say something. Robin out.
Yeah, but who the fuck am I? Or Robin, yeah, Robin out. Yeah.
Peace out.